The mystery of the 7 times, a divine plan revealed. Dear brothers and friends, today we gather to reflect on a deeply significant and mysterious biblical concept, the 7 times. This topic, rich in symbolism and prophecy, invites us to consider how Jehovah has revealed his divine plan throughout history and how we can find hope and purpose in its fulfillment. As we explore this issue, we will consider the teachings of the Scriptures and the involvement of Jehovah and Jesus, seeking a clear and uplifting understanding. The concept of the 7 times is mentioned in the book of Daniel, specifically in chapter 4, in the context of a prophetic dream that King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon had. In this dream, Nebuchadnezzar saw a great tree that reached to the heavens and provided food and shelter to many, but it was cut down by an angel, leaving only its stump. In Daniel 4:16, we read, "Let his mind be changed from that of a man, and let him be given the mind of an animal, till 7 times pass by for him." This dream, interpreted by the prophet Daniel, was a warning to King Nebuchadnezzar about his pride and the need to recognize Jehovah's sovereignty. The literal fulfillment of this prophecy is seen in the life of Nebuchadnezzar, who was humbled and lived like an animal for 7 times before his kingdom was restored to him. However, this dream and its interpretation also have a broader prophetic significance that extends far beyond Nebuchadnezzar's life and applies to Jehovah's sovereignty and his plan for humanity. The 7 times symbolize a period during which Jehovah's sovereignty would be challenged and ultimately restored in a complete and glorious manner. In biblical prophecy, times are often interpreted as years, and in the case of the 7 times, this translates to a period of 2,520 years. 7 times, each consisting of 360 days, multiplied by 7. The beginning of these 7 times is marked in 607 BCE, when Jerusalem was destroyed and Jehovah's theocratic sovereignty over Israel was interrupted. This event signaled the start of a period of domination by Gentile kingdoms. The 2,520 years extend to 1914 CE, when, according to some biblical scholars, Jehovah's sovereignty began to be restored with the establishment of God's kingdom in the heavens. Jesus, in his ministry, also spoke about the fulfillment of times and the restoration of God's kingdom. In Luke 21:24, Jesus says, "They will fall by the sword and will be taken as prisoners to all the nations." Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. This reference to the times of the Gentiles is related to the period of the 7 times, during which Gentile domination over Jerusalem and Jehovah's sovereignty would be permitted. Jehovah's involvement in the fulfillment of the 7 times is fundamental. This period is not only a reminder of Jehovah's justice and judgment, but also of his mercy and redemptive purpose. Jehovah allowed his people to go through a period of discipline and humiliation, but always with the intention of restoring his relationship with them and establishing his kingdom definitively. The congregation plays a vital role in remembering and celebrating the fulfillment of the 7 times and the establishment of God's kingdom. By gathering to study the Bible, pray, and worship together, we strengthen our faith and understanding of the teachings of Jehovah and Jesus. In Hebrews 10:24-25, we are exhorted, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." The congregation is a place where we can learn and grow together, supporting each other in our faith and hope in God's kingdom. Applying the teachings about the 7 times in our daily lives means living with a constant awareness of Jehovah's sovereignty and his purpose for humanity. Practicing daily devotion and meditating on the Scriptures allows us to deepen our relationship with Jehovah and Jesus and live according to their teachings. We must strive to be loyal and faithful to Jehovah, trusting that his divine plan will be fulfilled in a complete and glorious manner. In moments of uncertainty and challenge, we can find comfort and hope in Jehovah's promise to restore his kingdom. In Daniel 4:34-35, Nebuchadnezzar finally acknowledges Jehovah's sovereignty, saying, "At the end of that time, I, Nebuchadnezzar, raised my eyes toward heaven, and my sanity was restored. Then I praised the Most High. I honored and glorified him who lives forever. His dominion is an eternal dominion. His kingdom endures from generation to generation. All the peoples of the earth are regarded as nothing. He does as he pleases with the powers of heaven and the peoples of the earth. No one can hold back his hand or say to him, 'What have you done?'" This confession of Jehovah's sovereignty is a powerful reminder of his eternal dominion and redemptive purpose. In conclusion, the 7 times represent a period of discipline and restoration in Jehovah's divine plan. Through this time, we see Jehovah's justice, mercy, and redemptive purpose, culminating in the establishment of his kingdom. Jesus reminds us of the importance of recognizing and preparing for the fulfillment of these times. May this reflection inspire us to live with active faith and deep love for Jehovah and Jesus, trusting in their guidance and protection, and anticipating with hope the promise of their eternal kingdom. Amen.